Imagine having the ability to outthink and outmaneuver everyone around you, just like Ayanokoji from Classroom of the Elite. Picture yourself always a step ahead, using subtle tactics that others don't even notice. In this video, we reveal 6 powerful techniques rooted in dark psychology that can transform your strategic thinking. These are not just any tricks. These are methods employed by the most cunning characters to stay ahead. Stay tuned, because what you're about to learn could change the way you approach every challenge. Ready to master the art of strategic thinking? Let's begin. Trick number 1, emotional control. Emotional control is crucial in strategic thinking and manipulation. Ayanokoji from Classroom of the Elite exemplifies this by maintaining a calm and composed demeanor regardless of the situation. This ability allows him to think, make rational decisions, and manipulate outcomes without being influenced by emotional impulses. To achieve such control, it is essential to practice mindfulness and emotional regulation techniques. Mindfulness helps in being aware of one's emotional state and responding rather than reacting. Deep breathing and meditation are practical exercises that reduce stress and enhance emotional stability. Additionally, cognitive restructuring techniques, such as reframing negative thoughts, help maintain a positive outlook and prevent emotional hijacking. Being emotionally detached during strategic interactions allows for objective analysis and better decision-making. It also aids in projecting confidence and control, which can be intimidating and influential over others. Building emotional resilience through regular practice ensures that one remains unaffected by provocations, maintaining focus on long-term goals and strategies. Mastering emotional control not only benefits personal interactions, but also enhances overall strategic effectiveness. Trick number 2, manipulation through perception. Manipulation through perception involves subtly influencing how others interpret and respond to situations. Ayanokoji from Classroom of the Elite exemplifies this skill by carefully presenting information in a way that shapes others' viewpoints. He selectively emphasizes certain details while omitting or downplaying others, effectively controlling the narrative. This technique requires an understanding of the target's mindset and what influences their perception. By tailoring messages to align with their beliefs and expectations, one increases the likelihood of their acceptance. Persuasive communication techniques, such as framing and priming, play a crucial role. Framing involves presenting information to highlight specific aspects, guiding the target's interpretation. Priming introduces related concepts beforehand, setting the stage for desired perceptions. Additionally, effective manipulation through perception relies on consistent verbal and nonverbal cues, including body language and tone of voice, to reinforce the intended message. These elements must align to maintain credibility and trust. By mastering these techniques, one can steer others' perceptions and decisions, achieving a significant strategic advantage in various interactions. Trick number 3, understanding weaknesses. Understanding weaknesses is a vital aspect of strategic manipulation. It involves identifying and exploiting vulnerabilities in others to gain an advantage. Ayanokoji from Classroom of the Elite excels at this by keenly observing his targets, noting their insecurities, fears, and blind spots. Recognizing these weaknesses allows him to manipulate situations to his benefit. This process begins with careful observation and active listening to gather information about the individual's behavior, reactions, and patterns. Analyzing this data helps in pinpointing specific weaknesses, whether they are emotional, psychological, or situational. Exploiting these weaknesses involves creating scenarios that trigger the identified vulnerabilities, leading the target to act in predictable ways. This manipulation can be subtle, using seemingly supportive gestures to gain trust, and then leveraging this trust to influence actions. It also requires maintaining a strategic distance to avoid detection and backlash. By systematically understanding and exploiting weaknesses, one can steer outcomes and decisions in their favor, making it a powerful tool in strategic thinking and manipulation. Trick number 4. Anticipation and planning. Anticipation and planning are essential skills for effective strategic thinking, enabling one to stay ahead of opponents. Ayanokoji from Classroom of the Elite excels in these areas by predicting others' actions and preparing accordingly. Anticipation involves understanding potential outcomes and behaviors based on available information and patterns. This skill requires keen observation, critical thinking, and the ability to connect seemingly unrelated dots. By analyzing past behavior and current context, one can forecast future actions with a high degree of accuracy. Planning, on the other hand, involves devising detailed strategies to achieve specific goals while considering various contingencies. This requires setting clear objectives, outlining steps to achieve them, and preparing for potential obstacles. Effective planning also includes creating backup plans to adapt to unexpected changes. Combining anticipation with meticulous planning allows for a proactive rather than reactive approach, giving a strategic edge. By anticipating moves and preparing detailed plans, one can navigate complex scenarios smoothly, mitigate risks, and exploit opportunities effectively, mirroring Ayanokoji's strategic prowess. Trick number 5. Psychological isolation. Psychological isolation is a powerful tactic in strategic manipulation, effectively used by Ayanokoji from Classroom of the Elite to control and influence his targets. This technique involves making an individual feel isolated, thereby increasing their vulnerability and dependence. The process begins with subtly creating a sense of distance between the target and their support system, such as friends or allies. This can be achieved through spreading misinformation, sowing distrust, or emphasizing the target's perceived weaknesses. As the individual becomes more isolated, their need for connection and approval heightens, making them more susceptible to influence and manipulation. Psychological isolation also involves maintaining a strategic emotional distance, presenting oneself as the only reliable source of support. This controlled interaction reinforces the target's dependency while keeping the manipulator's true intentions hidden. The ultimate goal is to create a scenario where the target feels alone and reliant on the manipulator, who then can steer their decisions and actions. By understanding and applying this method, one can effectively control and influence others, gaining a significant strategic advantage. Trick number 6. Deception and misdirection. Deception and misdirection are core components of strategic manipulation, frequently employed by Ayanokoji from Classroom of the Elite to control outcomes. Deception involves presenting false information or creating illusions to mislead others about one's true intentions. This can be done through carefully crafted lies, half-truths, or strategic omissions. By controlling the information others receive, the manipulator can guide their perceptions and actions to achieve desired outcomes. Misdirection complements deception by drawing attention away from the manipulator's true objectives. This involves creating distractions or false targets that lead others to focus on irrelevant or misleading aspects. The goal is to prevent others from noticing the manipulator's actual plans. Effective misdirection requires understanding what will capture the target's attention and crafting believable diversions. The success of these tactics relies on consistency and plausibility. The deceptive narrative and the misdirection must align with the target's expectations and beliefs. Through skillful use of deception and misdirection, one can control the narrative, manipulate perceptions, and achieve strategic goals without revealing their true intentions. We've explored 6 dark psychology tricks that can enhance your strategic thinking, inspired by the cunning mind of Ayanokoji. By mastering emotional control, manipulating perceptions, understanding weaknesses, anticipating moves, isolating opponents, and using deception and misdirection, you can navigate any challenge with precision. These techniques not only give you a strategic edge, but also help you understand the deeper aspects of human behavior and influence. If you found these insights valuable, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content on strategic thinking and dark psychology. Thank you for watching.